It's Bama Tabby Tickler, Aaliyah and JR the rapper. It's Bama Tabby, it's Bama Tabby Tickler, Aaliyah and JR the rapper. Mic on the table, no polish. Truth in the room, we call it. Different lanes, one circle. Same old scars, we talk it. From rent days to the break room. From new dreams to the pain too. We laugh hard, then we break down. Still we show up, that's the name now. Say what you mean what you say. Keep it bare, don't fade away. If it's real, let it sting. If it's joy, let it sing. Mosaic Union Podcast. Say it plain, say it loud. Mosaic Union Podcast. Real talk, we hold the crowd. Every voice got a reason. Every bruise got a sound. Mosaic Union Podcast. Come as you are. Right now, one week is love, next week is lost. Next week we're asking what it all costs. Black tea, cold notes, late night calls, big laughs. Then the quiet falls. We tap into faith and flaws, broken homes and second chances.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Happy Tuesday.
What's
Okay,
going
how
on,
was
everybody?
Tuesday?
Welcome back to the Mosaic Union, episode 8. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope y'all had a great week. And, welcome to Transformation Tuesday. Y'all know
Mm.
success does not, just come to you. You have to go get it. So I hope y'all are having a great week. How do y'all feel about, Jay-Z's weekend? Did y'all see that?
Uh-oh, we can't hear you, JR.
Oh, my bad. Hey, but no, it was fire. 3 days sold out, Yankee Stadium. Just showing and kind of flexing like I'm one of them ones. I'm a legendary MC. I'm a legendary artist, and it was a great celebration for his career. Not just only the 30th anniversary of that Reasonable Doubt album, but they
Yeah.
went through his whole catalog damn near. And just to see
That's crazy.
everybody, yeah, just see everybody that showed up from Beyonce to Blue to Nas to Tiana Taylor to Fat Joe, Jadakiss. I can go on and on. You know,
Wow.
Rihanna. It was a great showing of just a legendary career.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
saw that
enjoyed
they
it because
had
I
the.
always go
Oh, I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
No, I was just saying I enjoyed it because I love seeing my girl Beyonce, the Queen Bee, up on the stage. Anytime I see her, I know it's gonna be a good time. And seeing Rihanna, I hadn't seen her in an age since she's been dropping all those babies. So I don't like that she's teasing me with music I will never get, but I'll take whatever little bit she dishes out. Shoot.
I know, right? It was so good to see her. I was like, oh my God, to be there in person, in real life would have been so epic. Like, I would have. Yeah, I would have had a stroke, but that would have been wonderful. Like, I know she was probably going through it, like, especially what her body has been through. But even,
Okay.
she made it look good. Like, she looked,
Right.
fancy enough for the occasion. And them was late night activities. But I know she
All
had
right.
a wonderful little comeback because I know they probably wasn't expecting that. Maybe they were. I don't know. But leave it to Jay Z. It's good to see her back on stage. But I was thinking about the. You know me, I'm a big back. I saw the Timberland boot, the collectible item with the chicken tenders in it. And I was like, I wonder how much that was. So I went to looking, and they said it was about $25. I was like, mm-hmm. And I would definitely be keeping that goddamn box.
Girl, wait a minute. Who was wearing that?
No, it was a collector's item. So, the concession stands, they
Uh-huh.
selling food and stuff, right? Well,
Uh-huh.
Jay-Z's known for his Tims, the boots, right? The
Right.
Timberlands. And so they had this a box basically shaped like a Timberland boot, but it was for the chicken tenders.
That's crazy.
And as a collector's box, I was like, yeah, I'd be the one to definitely bedazzle that goddamn box.
Okay.
Um, but about $25, and I was like, I hope them chicken strips was worth it.
They better be golden chicken strips. Okay.
$25? I'm just cheap. Maybe that's the difference. I don't
I ain't
know.
even see that. Like I didn't even know nothing about that part.
Yeah, I was digging and I was like, I don't know what link that was that popped up, but I was like, that's very interesting. I was, I'm always thinking about those kind of things because that's expensive when you go to events like that. Like, it's been a long time since I've been to a concert or a basketball game. The
Mhm.
last concert I won tickets to, but the last basketball game, that was like a church event or something too. But the stuff that the prices change, like think
Right.
about when, the little dribblers concession stand versus the concession stand in stadiums like that, like it's gonna be expensive. Like things are
Okay.
not cheap. So it's like, you gotta pay for parking, you gotta pay for water. Okay.
And that, yeah, because that's
Then you
our.
gotta pay for the food. And it's like if you want souvenirs, everything is expensive. It takes $500 to go outside.
No, ma'am. I refuse.
I don't know. But yeah. Y'all like concerts? When's the last time y'all been to a concert?
Been years. I love going to concerts, but I haven't been to one rather in so long because it's such an event. I plan my whole weekend around that concert just because the whole ritual gets me excited. I love
Right.
music and getting dressed up and fancy, unless it's like super hot out. One concert I went to, I didn't bother putting on a drip of makeup because I knew I was gonna be dripping sweat. So,
Oh yeah, definitely not.
but
For
yeah, all
sure.
the memories you get to make. That's what I look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I would love to see Rihanna live in concert. That's something I've
Yeah.
never done, but I would love to, especially if she gets back out there.
Okay.
But yeah,
We'll
speaking
see.
of,
The last concert I
reading.
went to,
Yeah, go ahead.
the the last concert I went to was Two Chains, and that was in Vegas.
Uh huh.
Um,
Ooh,
yeah,
child.
that was lit. Like I'm always going to the same club in Vegas. It's called Dre's Beach Club. It's a club on top of the buildings downtown or
Oh
whatever, and
yeah, we can see that from our
they
room.
got a big yeah, they got a big pool in the middle of it and everything. So yeah, every time I go, there's always a concert there. And I went. The last one was Two Chains. The one before that was Lil Wayne. Uh, the one before that was like Wale and J Cole. So like, yeah, that's my spot to go in Vegas.
Okay. Look, I wrote that down. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Now I know why. What about you, Jr.?
Man, my last one, it's an up and coming artist. Y'all may know who he is because he kind of bubbling up in the mainstream a little bit. His name LaRussell, and he from
Oh yeah.
Bay. Yeah, man, I love that
Hmm.
young dude, man. He a dope artist, and he came to
That's,
Houston, and it was a dope show. You know, that was the last one I went to.
That's
that's
cool.
what's up. Well, what's up, Chad? Welcome in, everybody. I see you, Jelly Beans, East Texas Gardener. Welcome in, everybody. What's
Okay.
up? Let me not be rude. I had to check the chat real fast.
Wait, I don't see the. They said something. I didn't see anything.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, I'm able to see, and I thought I think I'm into yours as well, Marcus. I appreciate you, because the kids signed out of one of these accounts. I don't know,
Oh
but I
no.
was like, I ain't trying to jack nothing up. I don't have time for this. But I
Okay.
appreciate y'all for being here. How y'all doing?
I
Let
see.
us know when's the last time y'all been to a concert in the chat.
I see. He said, to be honest, Jay was never my favorite. Never mind, really either. I always had favorite songs from him, but I always was more like a Nas fan. Like, when they even
Yeah.
had they little issue going on, they had their beef. Their ether was something serious. And I always been a
Yeah.
Nas. But that was another thing that was really dope to see them on stage together. Jay and Nas on stage, and then they, rapping each other's songs with each other. Like that was really dope to see too.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up. Oh, and then Jelly Bean, she said. I had to scroll back up because I ain't trying to miss nothing. But she said was at the show that was late and people had to wait and some people was locked out. I saw a bunch of lives.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, yeah. That third
That's
show,
crazy.
yeah, the third
What?
show, which was Sunday night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They started late and people was piled up outside, but it turned out to be a good show still. But that
Yeah.
beginning, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I can imagine the chaos. And see, that's the those are the things that I try to avoid when you going out in public, but you can't control that, right? So that's the anxiety that I try to avoid. Like I just
Yeah.
oh no. I
I
can't do
feel
it.
I
that.
I
get it.
can't do
I
it.
get it.
Um on another note, as far as did y'all see this drama? This drama. Okay, so what I saw, and maybe y'all saw it or not. When it comes to Chris Brown, this
Uh-huh.
whole situation where the man got upset because his woman was out there. Okay, so what I saw was she spent $20,000 of their funds to go be on the stage for this experience. It looked like
twenty
they
thousand.
bit the bottom lip. Yeah. So this I don't know if they're legally married, right? I didn't catch that part. But she
Mhm.
allegedly took they joint account funds for this $20,000 experience with the Chris Brown, Christopher. Okay?
God.
To me, it looked like he bit the bottom lip. Now, th- I just first of all, $20,000 to see anybody. I mean, I'll bite your lip too for $20,000, but I'm no Chris Brown, okay? I'm Tabitha. But girl, why'd you dip into the funds? That should have
Right.
been your stash if you was gonna do all that. And then you should have had your stash for your spots, cause he didn't kick you and all your shit out. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
I
know.
saw that.
yeah. I
That's
definitely seen
crazy.
that. And it's like I don't understand if you in a relationship and you get on stage and you already know that he does this with girls, like the humping, the kissing, and the gyrate, all that stuff.
Right.
You must don't care about your relationship. That to
At
me, that's
all.
what it is. Like you don't care. you
At
know.
all. Because why would you do that? If you had to get rubbed on that much by that person, you should he should have known if you bought the ticket, he should have known that she was for serious. And then she did it. But why you embarrass yourself? I
Yeah.
don't like how he did it as far as I understand your emotions. I understand your hurt.
hmm
You probably bought all that shit you just destroyed, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's my question is that's $20,000. That ain't no little piece of chump change. So when did he notice that $20,000 was missing out of his account? So you let this girl go to a Chris Brown concert, let this man hunch on her in front of the whole world,
The world, Craig.
and you didn't notice that 20K was missing out of your account? That alone would make me crash out and jump on that stage and pull her bitch ass off.
You wasn't even paying enough attention because how you let $20,000 slide, bitch? If you don't give me my $2 back from my $5 and change, we going
Okay.
at it.
Hold
Get
on.
your
So
fucking
And
the
mouth
20,000,
money
the
back.
20,000 was to go on stage. That was like a for show,
Yep.
or that was
Like
just
I
for the,
guess
the
she
seats.
paid to have this experience with him. This is so he
Yep.
was. You remember how they was doing the $11,000 for a picture with him, and they was twerking and things, and he was picking them up, and
Yeah.
so I guess
Baby.
they done upped it. They done upgraded and went to the stage, and you basically
Uh,
get a lap dance.
okay. So
but
that yeah, that
$20,000.
my
yeah.
thing,
Ain't no way.
She already knew it was up then. Like
She
she
knew what was up
paid for that.
and
Yep.
I
paid
just
for
can't.
it. He invested in it
Yes.
inadvertently, but he invested in it.
I
He
just
hotter
can't.
than he hotter than a 45. I understand.
Okay.
I just I just can't see anybody paying $20,000 just to get on stage for a lap dance and a biting
Well, I
of
mean,
the
if I
lip.
got it, I would.
Somebody had
I've
he
never put
had to
one
take
together.
her through there that night. He had to
You would have
like
had to done
why
a whole lot. Come on now, that
because
wasn't
like
enough for 20
why would
grand.
she pay for that? Like that don't make no sense to me. Like
To
I
have
don't
him
know.
touch on her. That's exactly what she wanted. So she paid for it, baby. She
No,
got
she
it.
probably had. No, she probably paid for. That's what we saw. he probably took her through there after the
That's Chris
concert.
Brown. He ain't got to sleep with nobody for no measly 20K.
You just hope that he took her through there for $20,000. But the fact that that's a
Yeah, for
different
her
level of
sake, like for her
He
sake, like
didn't
you
even
got to
pay
get
for
more.
nothing.
For more, yeah. I don't
And see,
know.
this is my
Yeah,
issue with it is this: where are we going as a society where you that fanned out that you would spend your hard earned money
Well,
just to get on stage with somebody? Like we getting to a point to where this fandom and this
idol worship.
idol worship, yeah, it's like it's insane. It's going to a
Yep.
point to where I don't know. I honestly don't know.
it's like, why? What are you worshiping and praising at this point? Like, I mean, and you are entitled to do whatever you want, but it's like, are you? Do you see what's going on around you? Like, I don't know. To each
Yep.
his own, right? To each his own. That's your money. Well, it was
Okay.
his and it was yours, and now we all know about it. But
Right.
you could have, she could have did that totally. They both could have made better decisions. So when you know better, you do better. Remember.
Yeah.
but
So yeah,
I also saw where somebody was online trying to get him banned from doing concerts and shit. That's stopping that man bag. Like
That's hater.
y'all
Yeah.
know what he
because of that
doing,
situation,
huh? Yeah,
because of that situation, they want to get him
yeah.
banned.
That's so stupid.
Oh,
hmm
That's
He
stupid.
already been banned for performing at award shows and all this and that, and still winning awards at those same award shows that he's been banned at. Now
Yep.
y'all try to stop him from doing concerts and everything just
mm,
because your wife can't control herself. Like,
yeah. You can't worry about the domestic side of it because, like, I've seen what Usher. They have different dancers doing different things, right? So it's like, it's not. Is it his fault?
No.
It's her
no, because
fault.
they
No.
already
No.
know. They know what's happening at his concert. He do it every show.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, women, again, this goes back to the last one of the last episodes we had about understanding your situation and the person
Mhm.
you're with, and what boundaries to not cross and what to tolerate and not tolerate. Clearly, if there was boundaries set, she knocked all them walls down.
She didn't care about her husband, and it's clear. To number one, you're going to extricate funds that are not just yours, but also your partner's. Then you're going to do something with another man that you knew that he would not like nor would condone. And then you want to play victim behind it. Girl, you did everything of your own accord as a grown woman.
You
Hold
wrong,
yourself
sis.
accountable.
Well, and I'm
Yeah,
so
cause
confused by that in America. What is going on with the lack of accountability? I'm sorry, Bama. Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because at the end of the day, Chris Brown he is just to get his money, entertain,
Yep.
and provide a fantasy for y'all. Y'all
Yes.
the one taking it the extra mile.
That's
Okay.
his job to entertain and
Okay.
feed your fantasy. You took it to the extreme and you thought that fairy tale was you. Like, come on now. You know you don't belong there. And you could have done so many other things. Like the grass
So
ain't
many
greener,
other
and
things.
you could have did so many other things with that $20,000. And now, it's just I wonder what life gonna look like for them. Like that is so confusing because their lives is plastered on the internet.
It looks like it's going to be a separate life, whatever it is, because I wouldn't put up with it either. I'm gone.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No questions asked. Your shit on the porch, on the
Yeah.
On the
lawn.
porch.
I'm done.
She lucky. Did he bleach it? I don't think I saw no bleach. He didn't even go
Baby.
ham.
You spent that 20K and you didn't ask or say nan to me. Oh no, you gone. I can say 20K by myself.
So
Girl.
let's take the 20K out of the scenario. If
Hmm.
she would have still got on stage and did that, do you guys still think he would be wrong for what he did?
She kissed
Wait,
him
with or
in
with?
front of the world.
I mean,
If he didn't
it's
say
still a
that that was
violation even
okay in
without the
their
money.
relationship, I'm
Be-
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that the husband still wouldn't have liked it. So that I don't know if that would have been divorce worthy according to them, but if it's divorce worthy to him even without the money, then so be it. Like you said, that's a boundary crossed, and she just step right over every single part of his feelings. So I don't know.
It was just a question because some people feel like, oh, if it wasn't the 20, he didn't do the 20K, like he would be cool with it because at the end of the day, that's just a celebrity. She probably only gonna meet him one time in her life or whatever. But then you still have to think about like, damn, this girl is on TV or whatever. If it was at televised or whatever, she's plastered all over the internet, seeing your wife or girlfriend, whatever she was, being all over this other dude or this dude over her, that's gonna always be in the back of your mind, wondering, oh, is she doing that to somebody like the neighbor down the street? Like,
Well,
Yeah, it ain't about
well,
the money, because that it's about checking your soul, not checking your pocketbooks.
okay,
And the
that part.
thing
That
is,
part.
if y'all didn't have an understanding that it was okay for y'all to lock lips and do those type of things, I think that's where it really hurts, is because there was a level of betrayal.
Right,
Then it's plastered in front of the world. Then on top of that, he lost loyalty and trust, because then you split, you touch the money, right?
right.
That is supposed to be a mutual decision, and it don't sound like none of what she did was mutual, or he did not agree with everything, clearly.
Mm,
And if he did and he acting a fool, that's on him. Karma gonna tap his ass too. I'm just saying, like, that is weird. I don't think it's about the money, it's about the principle, and people forget that. He can replace her, he can go get the money, but the feelings and the trauma and seeing that, you can't get that out of your head.
right.
That's different. I don't know. That's just weird to me. But like I said, it just depends on what your boundaries and your relationship is. Let's see what the chat got to say.
please,
Um
because I still can't see it. So y'all got,
okay,
I'm
now
not ignoring nobody.
exactly. I'm making sure I didn't miss nothing. Um but yeah, no, how y'all feeling? Y'all sipping on something? Y'all ready for a cheers?
Yes, baby, I've been sipping. Keep on dick.
She said, yes, I did. I
speaking
sure did.
of Speaking of the cheers, now I don't know if y'all saw that video because y'all didn't respond to the video the other night when I sent it to y'all. But I was after I got my hair braided, I got in the car and I heard this song playing on the radio, and it was literally the damn cheers that I've been saying. If a river was a duck, I didn't know they turned that into a song. Like
I didn't either. I didn't
I was
see
like, what?
that, or I didn't
I was
hear
like,
it.
wait a damn minute, they turned that shit into a song.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
all
I'm gonna have
right.
to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that one. You got a new one for today?
No. So we just
If it ain't broke,
nah,
don't fix it. Shoot.
nah, and I ain't gonna do the rivers of duck. I might get copyright violations or something
Nah.
now. Shit. uh, I'll just say up to it, down to it. Fuck who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink. That's gonna be a song
Hey,
too.
drink.
You better go ahead and record
For real. Trademark that. All right, all right. So, as far as celebrities, what do y'all think about Will and Jada? Have y'all been hearing any of the drama surrounding them too?
They keep saying that they've been back together for 2 years. I really personally don't keep up with them because I kept up with all the drama when the Red Table talk was on.
Yeah.
And once she exposed their relationship for what it was on there, I'm like, I wasn't really surprised because a lot of celebrities go through similar relationships like that for whatever reason. That's your business, not mine.
The
But it
entanglement.
okay. And with August Alsina out of all people, and now he's with old dude, I feel some type of way. Oh, you didn't know he's with the
Wow.
man and has
Yeah,
been for years.
yeah.
Girl got a whole boyfriend, broke my poor
Um,
little heart. But yeah, no, if they are reconciling, I'm happy for them. Let them work out things the way that they want to do. Like I said, that's their business. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I still got to pay my bills at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like apparently, back in 2023, that's when Jada actually told the world or told somebody on an interview that they had been living in separate places since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's coming out and saying that they've been living in the same place for 2 years now. But she's saying living. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
say that they were still exclusive or they never got a divorce. They was just doing
Right.
their own thing.
Right.
So
Hmm.
now she's living back with him. Who's to say they're still not doing their own thing? Like they just living under the same roof. We don't
Exactly.
know.
And
Right.
telling the world what they want us to hear.
Yeah.
Like,
What they think we want to hear, because now everybody looks
exactly.
at them suspect with little John decide. We don't. How are we supposed to believe you? How?
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
They used to be the couple goals, like Will and Jada. Like, but now if you want to open marriage, that's the couple goals.
Nah, there's like I said, a lot of celebrities are in open marriages because they don't want to commit, but they don't want to leave that relationship for all the benefits and the whole package. Like you said, as being one of those it couples, they probably don't want a divorce from just a business standpoint alone, just because they make more money together. I don't know. They better than me. I'm not gonna live no double life. I refuse.
Right?
You know, I think it's a perfect example of you don't know what somebody's relationship is based on just seeing it. You
Right.
know, and the cameras is the cameras. You know, and when they go off, we don't know what happened. So you can't really look at these celebrities and paint your life based on their picture.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Because everybody, like, it's either Will and Jada, Beyonce and Jay Z. We already know they got their little issues too, or whatever.
Right.
But now, what? Russell Wilson and Sierra, everybody idolizing that relationship.
Yep.
But we don't know what's going on behind the closed doors.
You
And
never do
y'all,
until something
that's why you
happens.
need to
Like,
stop idolizing people. Worry about your own damn
yes.
self.
What
Yes,
about
thank you.
yourself?
I'm not gonna
Straight up.
conform my life around nobody else except for the Lord. But it just reminds me of
Amen.
this one couple, Christy Sarah and her husband Desmond. I loved them together. I thought that they were going to be forever. Then all of a sudden, Desmond said, I don't want this no more. I'm going to be with who I want to be. And then all of a sudden, the whole glass ball just falls. Like Bama said, I don't idolize, or rather, don't meet your heroes because you're always going to be let down some kind of way. They're humans at the end of the day, which people seem to forget that as far as celebrities are concerned. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, they got money. Yeah, they have access, but they're still human beings at the end of the day. They'll do anything that we do in a small town.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
now everybody's about to start idolizing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey.
Ugh,
Ugh.
never that.
Not me either. So I'm
Absolutely.
just saying they just
Yeah.
got married 2 weeks ago or a week
Yeah.
ago. So yeah, people. Yeah, I'll I'll wait for that hit album after the breakup.
Mm. Oh,
Exactly.
that one's gonna be a double album, double LP.
Every time she break up, she make a hit album about it.
I'm
Yeah.
sick of it. I'm tired of
That was in the prenup. She can't be doing none of that.
it.
But
Okay.
anyway, I'll be
Oh, I
researching
heard
it.
it. I heard of the prenup though. Like it was what? How many pages? Like 20 pages or something?
40.
Oh
Four
shit!
zero.
See,
Gee.
yeah. She said,
Yeah.
"My
Considering
money
how
is
much
my
money
money."
that girl is worth and how much money
Yeah.
he got, yeah, you damn right. I'm writing up a whole book as far as my prenup is concerned.
And he got money, he got businesses, he
Oh
got
yeah,
talent, and he got podcasts with his brother. I mean, he got assets to
Mhm.
protect him.
he
His
got
mama ain't
assets, but
playing no
he ain't gonna take the
games.
slip, baby.
His mama ain't playing no games either. I ain't
I
mad at
mean,
him. Okay, well, on that note, we see how these celebrities are starting over in their new lives and things. Well, today's topic is about starting over and
okay.
where do you find your strength? Because I've learned that, starting over doesn't always happen because, you chose, it to, for you to have to, change or start over.
Correct.
Sometimes life, makes those changes before you're ready.
Mm.
So I would like to know, and I'm gonna ask Aaliyah first.
Okay.
And this is, I want to put a disclaimer out there without, debating who's right or who's wrong. I'm asking these questions because I want to respectfully explore how beliefs, how spirituality, how philosophy, how life, you know, and life's experiences will shape us and shape each person's outlook. We're all here together in this world, so we might as well learn to try to understand
Yeah.
and respect each other for our differences. So that's why I wanted to say I want to respectfully understand, and then I want to get everybody's point of view, right? But let's start with Aaliyah. Where do you find your strength when you are forced to start over?
Oh man. Um, that's actually a very layered question as far as the beginning of this year because I had to start over in multiple ways. I lost my brother as well as my job on the same day that he passed. So I had to effectively start over in a world that I hadn't been in since I was 18 years old as far as work is concerned. I had to start over as far as building myself back up within because I felt like a piece of me was removed after losing my brother. So, what gave me strength and how to rebuild myself is, of course, my relationship with the Lord, Jesus Christ. That's who I pray to, and that's who I worship with in order to build myself back up again and get through struggling times. Um, for me, my faith is a source of empowerment. It is my stability. It is my rock in a storm, leaning on Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for Jesus, I would have lost my mind this year by how everything impacted me. You know, it wasn't just losing my brother, losing my job. I lost myself, and something that I struggle with regularly is depression. So when things are compounded like that, I have to get into a headspace where I don't want to get as dark as I've been in the past. Right now, I'm still working through it. But compared to how I was even just last year, I do feel stronger because of my supportive faith, because of my supportive family, which is another pillar of strength for me. If I didn't have my family or my bestie boo Tabitha, it would have been a struggle for me to come out of that, even though I'm still dealing with it, you know, health struggles, everything, because stress is a killer. So I just that's just my main thing. I have to depend on my faith, my friends, my family to get me through hard times.
I can definitely understand that. And what about you, Bama?
Um, Basically everything Aaliyah said. Um, I feel like I've started over way too many times to count, and all my start overs was completely my choice.
Mm,
I wasn't forced to do so. Besides this last time, starting over without my mom, but
yeah.
all my start overs was because of her. So
Mm,
like I literally started over 3 times at least. I can't say that I moved back and forth from Alabama to Texas because of my mom. And each time, like, I had a good paying job. And then when I go back to Alabama, I have to start over completely because I couldn't have a job that transferred until this last time when I moved back. I got a work from home job,
mm,
and I was able to transition into moving on here. And even moving here was a start over for me because I moved here because I don't know anybody here. I don't have friends, no family, nobody here.
yeah.
So starting off fresh with nobody, that's definitely hard. And it like y'all been, I've been here as long as I've known Tab. So
Right.
y'all's our friendships online has kept me sane. I was telling Tab this the other day. I said y'all kept me sane since I've been here because I don't
Right.
know anybody. I wasn't doing anything. I'm always stuck in the house. So like when I'm online talking to y'all, y'all gave me some type of peace without driving myself crazy or doing some crazy shit out
Wow.
and about by my damn self. Might possibly get myself in trouble just trying to find people to hang out with. I don't know. What
Right.
I don't know. But I'm about to start over again next month in a few weeks. And that's gonna be a different change for me. But as far as it's my faith. My
Hmm.
faith, God is the head of my life as well. I have strong faith, and I've never been the one that tried to influence anybody else about God because
Hmm.
I feel like you should learn that or understand that for yourself. I don't want to
Right.
push my beliefs on anybody, and I, I don't want to downplay anybody else's belief either because
Right.
we are all individual people. You guys believe what you believe. I believe what I believe, but we can also have a good cohesive conversation about the
Yeah.
topic. And yeah, that's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Definitely. JR, thank you for patiently waiting. What about you? Where do you find your strength when you're forced to start over?
Within, I think as a human being, you have all the tools, within. And the way I see the world, like I look at the world, like we live in a natural world, and I don't see anything outside of nature.
Hmm.
I can't experience anything outside of nature. So I put my importance into, like, my strength from within and from my loved ones. And that's one thing with me, like I don't believe in anything,
Hmm.
if that makes sense. Like I don't, like I choose to know. Like if I can analyze the world around me and use my five senses to learn the world, to experience the world and experience the people around me, I can have a good grasp of what I should do and how I should live. And one thing that gets in the way of that is I feel like people go off the deep end, like us as
Hmm.
humans, and not to downplay, your beliefs, but we don't appreciate each other enough as
Hmm.
human beings, and this is all around the world. Like it, while we at war with anybody, you know what I mean? Like any country being at war with another country, people being at war with each other, it just shows me that our focus is not centered to us
Hmm.
and how great we are and the things that we have built and the things that we can do. And for me, and we can dive into more into this. I don't know how much we're gonna dive in, but for me, God, like the idea of God is a outdated concept in our minds.
Hmm.
And why the reason why I say that is because we have advanced so far from religion and so far from that idea that the only thing that holds it together is repetition, culture, and the fear of the unknown, the fear of I don't know what's going to happen when I die, the fear of I don't want to go somewhere where I'm going to be tortured for the rest of my life.
Hmm.
Those are the things that I think about, and I had to release that fear to get to this point to
Hmm.
really let that go, because I come from a religious background, but the more that I analyzed the world, the more that I studied, I just seen that it's all like it's a lot of different reasons why we believe, and I know I'm gonna keep going, but
Oh, that's
but
so
the
Y'all
reason
good?
the reason why that idea holds strong is because it's a way to keep us civilized and keep us under like a certain control. Because without it,
great.
it would be chaos. Because under that guise of God, like you always have that fear. Like if I do this, that, and the third, that I'm gonna go to hell or a bad place when I leave here. So I'm gonna be more calm, and I think that's a good thing that religion and that thought of God does for us. But I think it's time to evolve from that because not not to be disrespectful, but I feel like God is like the adult Santa in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the same way like when you tell a kid that Santa don't like you if you gave that kid that notion that Santa exists when you finally let them know that nah that's not real, they do not accept that. And I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
same it's the same thing for us with God. It's like a thing where it's been trained in our brains since we were young kids breaking and when I broke away from that it was so hard because
Mm-hmm.
like it was implanted, but once I really analyzed the world and seen it for what it is, that's where I came to the understanding that we just live in a natural world and there's a lot of questions that we can't answer, so we place God in front of
Mm-hmm.
those unanswered questions. Sorry for being long-winded.
No,
No,
that's the whole
that's fair
point.
enough. Exactly. Like, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? Like I said, there ain't no judgment here. We are all individuals. We're all gonna think differently. I feel like that's why it's important to respect individuals, diversity, different cultures, because the more you travel, I remember this quote, the more you travel, you'll realize what little space you occupy in this world. And I feel like the more we realize that, you're gonna run into a lot of opinions. You're gonna run into a lot of expectations, right? The Bible has been changed so many times. There's so many versions of it, right? You can choose to be motivated just like you can choose to believe, right? So like for me, as far as like what where I find my strength, for sure, I can see the commonality. We all rely on a faith in either ourselves or someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my own determination, my community, my faith, for sure, my family and my friends, right? Um, I know that God has given me enough wisdom and strength to see me through as far as what my life has been like, my testimony, right, my story, what everyone around me who has taught me and inspired me, who has given me a reason to choose to believe in myself, right? So I think that's part of it. Just choosing myself, choosing to understand that if I'm motivated enough, I always say this too, where there's a will, there's a way. I feel like there's enough power from within. And so I can understand your statement when you say, hey, I believe it comes from within. You're damn right, it comes from within. Because what other physical vessel am I seeing? To see it is to believe it, right? And so when you look in the mirror, what do you see? You might see a version of God, but you clearly see yourself. And are you seeing yourself clearly is another thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you see yourself clearly, then you understand where you're going, where you're headed, right? No, you might not see the bumpy hills along the way and the rocky mountains down the road, but you know that you're going to continue going on. For me, that's it's my determination, my drive. I know that I'm gonna be all right. I have that faith, right? Um, I know that if I continue going on, if I stay motivated, if I choose to think positively, then I'm gonna be just fine. I remember my aunt, shout out to Huggable Home Daycare, in a time that she may or may not have known when I needed her to come through. I'm glad she chose to think of me and remind me to be happy on purpose, to be content on purpose, to be blessed on purpose, to remember where I came from, to remember where I'm headed. Um, did I know that I would be in the position I'm in now? Then no, but I was determined enough to not give up, to not quit. And so I think that's what everybody needs to remember. Remember who you are, remember where you came from. No matter what God you worship, whether you believe in God or not, you damn sure should believe in yourself, right? And don't play with yourself, right? Don't underestimate yourself. Let other people let them underestimate you, but I feel like strength, it comes from a lot of different places and a lot of different faces. um I something came over me when I was away from home, and I knew I missed Aaliyah. I didn't know what Aaliyah was going through, but it was about remembering, hey, this is my partner. We go way, way, way back, and for the people that don't know, we go way back to like 9 years old. I just turned 38. So that is a blessing, okay? And people are not grateful enough. They ain't grateful enough for having eyesight, for having hearing, for having valuable, strong bonds,
Right.
genuine bonds. Because we don't always agree on everything, okay?
Right.
Um, I feel like people are not grateful enough for who they have and what they have gone through. And as many times as I have started that I've started over, I can't. I was going to count, and I said it don't even it don't even matter no more.
Okay.
Because every time I get knocked down, I'm going to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not
Get
matter
back
if
up
I can.
again.
You think about every time that you tripped and fell? Can you think about every time you made a mistake?
Man.
I could think about the last time I forgave myself for making a mistake.
Mm. And that's
So
more important.
exactly. So yeah, what was you about to say, Bama?
Oh, stuff triggers songs for me, and We Fall Down triggered that. Get back up again. We
Okay.
fall down.
And then see that brings up another thing. Music is the most affordable therapy, okay? That
Yes.
Yes.
definitely helps me, okay?
Yes.
Please let's not get it twisted. It's not just faith, but when it comes to my faith, like as far as gospel music, there's certain songs that hit me every time and pick me back up. And
Woo.
so
It'll take
that's,
you there.
it'll take you there. There's some songs, it's gonna take you through there, or take you to the water, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You know, and that's
That's
one thing
exactly why I
I
wake
can
up.
attest to. I can attest to is um gospel music is one of those things that amplify that belief for a lot of people. And honestly, if you take that away from a lot of people, they wouldn't have nothing. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have nothing that to keep them going every day, keep them going to work every day, keep them hustling every day. And I think that's one of the good things about gospel music and about the belief of God, because in this world that we live in, even though you know I think I see it at a different point of view. I understand the importance of it, like that, especially the music, like we're saying, is so impactful because even if say you was born somewhere and nobody believed in anything there. No
Mhm.
such thing as a God ever told to you as a kid. If you listen to gospel music, you're gonna feel inspired
Right.
because the music itself is just the feeling, the sounds, the words. They
Hmm.
are uplifting.
yeah. You
That's
have to
true.
think about that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you think about your ancestors and what they were going through.
Mm.
I don't like to say the S word, but it's like while they were working,
Hmm.
a lot of the times, or while they were trekking and going where they needed to go, I believe as far as harmonizing the songs, the speaking, not only did it motivate them, but it educated them, right? Because
Hmm.
repetition, you're repeating these songs, but it not only is it carrying you through what you're going through, right? Because when I think
I've
about
been
it, when I was opening
walking.
Exactly. I'm waking up and I got the keys to this dental office and I'm going in, I'm setting up and I'm taking pride in my job because
Mhm.
I'm not out into, 100-degree weather working on railroads, hauling more rocks. When you think
Right.
about my ancestors, Rockmore, yeah, that's how they got their name. They probably
Mhm.
did holler at them, hey boy, give me some more rocks. There's
Mhm.
history and there's lessons and there's something to learn behind everything. But like I said before, they had it way worse than me. Everybody before me had it way worse than me. So I'd be damned if I'm gonna
Amen.
sit here and lay back and just take it. No.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go hard and I'm gonna go harder and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go even harder. And so it's like you can call me, I'm worse than a roach. You can't kill me. You
Okay.
can't take me down. Like I'm telling you the things that have knocked me down and stomped on me and I keep getting
Okay.
up. You gotta find you gotta motivate yourself. You gotta be your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
But whatever it takes to get through your day, every day you got a new opportunity to do it better than the day before. But if that's music, if that's poems, if that's whatever it takes for you to get through your day and you not causing or bringing harm to nobody else, do what you gotta do.
Mhm.
Please do that. Cause I know when I get up every day, I know for me, it ain't just about me. It's about not only my family, my friends, everybody in an extension to that. I'm going to do the best I can for every single one of them. Do I expect that from them?
Mhm.
No, I can't. That's not fair. But I'd be damned if you try to make me feel some type of way because of who I am. I'm going to rise up and show up who I'm supposed to be every single day, regardless if you
Okay.
like it. I'm not going to dilute myself. The top shelf tabby, okay? You're going to have to reach. So I'm tired of people and people thinking that, hey, you don't deserve. Know your worth. You do deserve.
Okay.
And so find your strength, whatever it takes. You got to find that. But I feel like that leads to another question. But Bama, did you have something to say before I had went to the next question?
Yeah. So this is a question for Jr. Um, I know you said you find your strength within, but wouldn't that be you having faith in yourself?
Mm.
No,
And if so, what does faith mean to you?
see now that we getting deeper. So I would say, for me, that word to me that's one of the worst words that we use because even the word belief to me, like they both kind of go hand to hand, right? Belief and faith. Um, like I don't have to believe or have faith that I need to drink water. I know it. You know, like when I know something, I know it, and it's testable. I can peer review it. I can do tests on it to analyze. Like if I don't drink enough water every day, then I'm gonna have major health effects, and eventually I'm gonna die if I keep going in that path. You know, that's how my brain is wired. My
Mhm.
brain is
But what
wired
gives
off
you
of
that
truth.
knowledge?
What you mean?
Like, where does that knowledge come from?
Done like with the knowledge of knowing where in my mind, like
Yeah,
where in my journey did I figure that out.
yeah. The knowledge of knowing that, hey, I gotta drink water. Like, what give us knowledge to learn certain things?
Based off of a test and survey. When you like people have done experiments where they didn't drink water or they didn't eat food, and you can see them getting very sick.
Yeah, but
Or
like, what gave them that knowledge to know, like, hey, I need to test this theory or whatever. Like, we have to be powered by something.
Mhm.
That's
and
that's that's the point I'm trying to get to.
so that's kind of like that I call it the God of the gaps. You know, just because we don't know, we say God, or we
Mhm.
give it a name, or we give it an entity instead of just figuring out why. Just like the thing, like when they say, where did we come? Like, if you ask me, where did I come from? I'm gonna say my mom and my dad. And then you ask me where did they come from? They mom and they dad, and so on and so forth. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Like that's the thing. Like I don't have fear of the unknown. Like
Mm-hmm.
I search to find out, and to learn more. While in this time that I have on this earth, and that's kind of where I'm coming from.
Yeah, and I can speak on it as a scientist and a person of faith. I don't know all the answers. I know that I will never know all the answers, because that's just not smart. In science, there is always a new discovery, and it's an addition to the knowledge that we already have. Um,
Absolutely.
that's why I love empirical studies. So you have empirical knowledge, because you would have to do the work in order to understand how this thing works. It's the same way that a baby is created. You come from a single cell that continues to divide and divide and divide until you become a whole human being. Scientists, no matter what, cannot give us a definitive answer for how we came to be. As a person of faith, I like to believe that God created us, because there is no existential force out there that can be explained, even from a scientific standpoint, about where we come from. So there will always be unknowns. For me, faith isn't necessarily a crutch, it is an explanation. The way that you depend on this concrete evidence of the world, everything that you can touch, everything that you can see, everything that you can feel, smell with all your five senses is real to you. It's also real to me. It's just mine is on also a spiritual level. I have a deity that I can say created the mere grass before me. I can look at myself and say this is a creation of somebody else's hands besides my own. I can't put all the hairs on my head, nor will I ever be able to number them. But that's one way that we can agree with one another, is that to see is to know. All this evidence before us is just evidence of nature and creation itself. It's a beautiful thing. I will never argue that down.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's. I don't see. Well, I will have to say I do see some problems with having faith in things,
Mm-hmm.
because if you have to, like, I feel like if you have to have faith in something, then that means you
Mm-hmm.
don't know. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like where my perspective goes,
Mm-hmm.
because I like, for the things that I'm confident in, I just know them. Like I have the evidence for them. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think that's the in some ways that's the way the world. Some of the bad things that have happened in the world
Mm-hmm.
is because of that. I
Mm-hmm.
think back,
I absolutely agree.
even if thinking about slavery,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that they did, and the way that they use religion to force upon us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to that. You know, and I just think that we don't have enough love for each other as humans, and the
I
way that
agree.
this world operates, like everything is about money. Like, the world doesn't have to be that way. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It just doesn't have to be this this thing. Of, the half and the half nots. It shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
no people that are homeless in my mind. We should love one another the way that we love ourselves, and that just doesn't exist. As on a whole scale. And man, we can go all day on this. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no,
I
that
ain't gonna
again,
lie.
that's the whole point of the topic, is to have this discussion, because, just like you said, Unfortunately, that is a trend of being an evil man, is the haves and have nots. There are too many people in power that don't want us to have a single thing in this world and will die trying to keep us from progressing or having our own. Yes, there have been many waged in the name of God or gods across this world. Unfortunately, that's the way it's always going to be until the end of time. There is an undercurrent within the human species where um you want power, you want submission, anything that is not like you or is other, I have to destroy because I fear it.
Exactly.
That's just a consistent thing that's been going on since the dawn of time. I don't know if there will ever be a point where there'll be, it'll be a utopia on Earth. You see it in movies, you read about it in books everywhere you go, but there is way too much of that evil undercurrent, as far as man is concerned, where they have to control something. They have to be on top. They got to be in this position, or else they feel like they're out of control, or it's not sustaining something in their life. So yeah, no, I totally get it, but yeah, I agree that religion plays a key part in a lot of negative things going on in the world.
Yeah, a lot of those things are human nature, but we can fight that. We have the will to fight that. As human beings, we have to
Mm-hmm.
teach our kids how to manage these human nature things like jealousy and
Mm-hmm.
pride and greed. Those things are
Mm-hmm.
what destroys humanity. And if we keep going in this path, it's going to destroy us at some point. It's going to be with major wars, major nukes, and stuff like that goes on that is going to wipe us out. And honestly, I think it's a in my mind it's an easy fix. You know, like
Oh
it
yeah,
really.
for a peaceful
You know,
man, it's always going to be easy fix because it's right there in front of you. That's the steps that you would take. But for the evildoers and the naysayers in the world, they're never going to believe in that. That those are the people that you are going to have to convince and get them to turn around and do a complete 180.
yeah,
But therein lies the rub.
Yeah,
man, that's you said it right
facts.
there. That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah. Well, I think it's safe to say that I think when it comes to rebuilding, restarting, having to start over, what matters most is, taking one small step at a time, one day at a time, trusting that, healing and or rebuilding, it doesn't have to happen all at once. It's not going to happen all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the downfall or, things, they say think bad things happen in threes or whatever. You kind of got to be
Right.
ready for whatever.
Uh-huh.
And that's wherever you're pulling your strength from. I think ultimately a lot of people they find that their purpose or their level of resilience or persistence is also a factor. And no matter how you look at as far as the facts or DNA, we come from somewhere. That you were created. There's a maker. Whichever, however you think that person looks like, or
Mm-hmm.
that spirit looks like. To each his own, right? I feel like there's always gonna be, because there's different cultures, there's different opinions, there's different outlooks. We have to just be cautious of that, right? um but yeah, before we dive into scroll therapy, I wanted to check and see if y'all had any other questions for anybody for the panel or the chat. And I want to check the chat and make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like I'm going to scroll up. And I know Jelly Bean said it's been a while since she's been to a concert. She went to a lot of them in the past. Um, then, what did he say? Let me
I know my
see.
other phone died, so I can't see the chat. But before it died, I
Mm-hmm.
see my cousin was in there talking trash again. But
Yep, it was.
look, cuz if you still watch, I'm telling you, it's not ready for me, man. You need to practice. Go outside right now and practice.
And then Marcus, aka East Texas Gardener, said that or anyone's life, God's got you when it's time for you, but not on Jay-Z time. So, um, the days are numbered. We don't know when we gonna be out of here, but you might as well
Well,
make the best of it while you can.
okay.
And shout out Jelly Beans, appreciate you. I heard a little echo too. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I hear it. And then old nephew got the ducks in the chat. He coming for that ass, Jr.
Hey, and just for full transparency
Mhm,
for the audience, I had second thoughts on having this discussion mainly because I got a lot of respect and a lot of love for these three people on this panel, for the three
mhm,
my three co-hosts, and I know how important y'all faith is. So for y'all to even have this conversation and have it freely, I got a lot of respect for that, and you know we can have different opinions, we can have different point of views, and
mhm.
still connect. And that's what I can even. We don't have to change everybody's mind, but we have to be able to do this. Come together. No matter what you believe in, we cannot choose hate. We
Right.
gotta choose love at the end of the day, and that's my main thing. Is
Mhm.
choosing love, choosing community. That's the whole goal. My whole goal.
Right.
Straight up. Yeah, it's nothing but love. We have to I feel like we all have this commonality as far as we love music, right? I feel like as far as you have to be the change you wish to see in this world, right? And so I can't be out here pretending to love nobody. I love myself, I love my family. Um, but most of all, I'm not trying to tear nobody down.
Right.
So I'm gonna do the best I can when it comes to how I show up, how I represent myself, I represent my family. I know that there's a domino effect, and I'd be damned if they say Tabitha knocked the goddamn dominoes over, right? But I just feel like you have to be able to at the end of the day, it begins and ends in love, right? If you love yourself enough, you're to be seen, to be heard, to be respected, to be valued, then you gotta respect and you gotta value everybody else around you. No, I'm not gonna understand everything that you're going through. I'm not gonna understand your perspective. We are all raised differently, taught differently. We come from different backgrounds, but like I said, we in this world together. So the least we could do is see each other for who they are, allow people to be who they are, know who you are, and move accordingly. What you believe in ain't gonna get me in heaven, right? And what
Mhm.
I believe in ain't gonna get you through the door, right? So
Right.
that's whatever you feel like you got to represent, whatever that looks like, I'm gonna respect you 100%. Um, because that's part of my faith too. I'm gonna treat people the way I want to be treated. Y'all can say it's cliche or the golden rule, but it's important to treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'm reminding my children of that. And you have to remind yourself of that every day. I'm not gonna treat other people better than I treat myself no more
Okay.
either. You know.
Mhm.
So there's that. So yeah. I've like I said, I've learned a lot from everybody that I've met. People teach me something every day, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful for that. And that's why I say people ain't grateful enough because I'm a sponge. I soak it all up. And I'm blessed because hey, I don't know everything. I don't know your purpose in my life or what you're here to teach me.
Mhm.
But I've also learned to not push people away before I learn my lesson or I've taught them their lesson, right? Because God is using me. And that's the only, entity that is using me, right? So
Okay.
I feel like it's important to stand on what you believe in, even if nobody else understands it or respects it. But I'm gonna do my best to, to help everybody that I can. But most importantly, not forget to help myself. And I feel like that's another thing. Whatever it is that you believe in, you ride with that. Don't let nobody talk you out of doing something or being somebody. Don't, let your mind talk you out of being or doing something you don't want to do or don't want to become. Don't hang around them. I'm gonna say just don't hang around them fuck boys and get caught up in no fuck shit.
Okay.
Seriously. um, but you have to remember that, there's consequences. So you do, whatever you do, you gonna learn something, and whether it's a powerful lesson, or a great lesson or not, I feel like every day is an opportunity to just, be better, and do better. So I don't understand why we tearing people down. Like, I really don't understand the wars, the hate. It's so much easier to love. It's so much easier to love. So I'm gonna be loving over here. Y'all can keep that hate over there.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, when it comes to me, yeah, I don't have time for the negativity and the hate. I'm allergic to all that bullshit. But yeah, what's your take on that, Aaliyah?
I believe, first of all, I want to say I agree with JR's sentiments that he expressed earlier. I think you're incredibly brave to come up here and still be, standing in your beliefs and your principles. I know you said you don't like the word belief, but it's still it's the best word that I've got in my vocabulary. So I apologize. It's not to insult you, but
You good? You good?
for your principles, I appreciate you for that, because there's a lot of people that would waver no matter what their stance is. So you're a man of your word. But as far as my personal stance on starting over in faith, I just have to reiterate, where I stand. I cannot move forward without my faith, because it is a core part of me. It has been ingrained since my youth. And as I've grown older, it has blossomed into something that is so intimate and so real to me that I could not live without my God. Um, it is a pivotal point in my life to have accepted Christ, because of all of the trauma that I've been through. Um, the obstacles that I've come across. And then the celebrations. I have so many celebrations in life that I do thank God for, when I wake up every day. Just going out this past weekend with Tabitha for her birthday. And, it was a small celebration, but it was still a celebration of life. I thank God for every day with her, because it didn't have to be that way. I think for the moment that he called upon both of us in 2016 to come together again, because we had years of separation prior to that. And I was in a point at that time where I had attempted to end my life. I was so depressed. So God reintroduced her back into my life to open a door into a type of love and a type of bond that was necessary for my survival. So when it comes to starting over in my faith, there's a lot of positive aspects. Yeah, there's some negative ones, but it's a beautiful journey, and I don't regret it for anything.
Yeah. To to back that up a little bit, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, um when you think about going from within and you pay attention to, your gifts, your discernment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had I'm nosy, as y'all know. I'm detail oriented, right?
Yeah.
And Aaliyah and I had gone on this trip, and I had looked down and I recognized, something I didn't want to see. I didn't expect to see.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when I knew my purpose was to stay relevant, and make sure that my friend knew that she wasn't forgotten. She was missed, that she was needed, that she had a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still understanding my purpose, right? But I feel like, again, it ties into being grateful for who you have in your life and remembering that and not forgetting that.
Right.
I could have easily gotten distracted by the devil and forgotten my only friend.
Mm-hmm.
I could have forgotten what she looked like and how she acted, but I recognized somebody different. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what she was going through, but I'm glad that I paid attention to it and that I reached out, because I didn't know how much I needed her. I didn't know how much she needed me.
Right.
But if it wasn't for my faith, I wouldn't have recognized that. I would have missed the signs. So even when you go back to science, don't miss the signs. Pay attention to everything. Check up
Mm-hmm.
on your people, because it's important. You never know what people are going through. And so I feel like you got to find your safe person or your safe people that you trust. Um, Especially if it's, if you got to have something or someone physical right in front of you, you have support all around you.
Hmm.
I know people feel like they're all alone, but you're really not. And so I just think people, it's about understanding. And ultimately I think that's why you choose to get along with people, because you choose to understand that we are all different. We're
Right.
all struggling, we're all going through things, and we all respond and react to things differently. And so I feel like, just being yourself is important, but also knowing that, hey, um, none of us have done any of this alone. None of us are greater than the next, or better than the next, or doing better than the next. We all just are, should I say, cloaking our pain a little differently, right?
Hmm.
And so that's one thing we all have in common. We walking along this earth, we breathing, and we going through it.
Hmm.
Life is teaching us a lot of lessons, and so I guess that's ultimately, what it was about, as far as the emotions that come along with starting over, how you start over, and how you rebuild. And I feel like it's important to, to recognize that it's okay to start over, no matter how many times you have to start over. Be grateful that you have an opportunity to start, because instead of my birthday, we could have been having a funeral, right?
Right.
Um, things happen that you can't come back from, so be
Hmm.
prepared for that. But there's always an opportunity to learn, and be humble enough to respect the person next to you, regardless of what they look like, regardless of or how that person's presence may make you feel. Just
Right.
embrace the change, embrace the differences. But before we get into scroll therapy, that's all I had to say. Did
Yeah.
y'all have anything else?
Got something, Bama?
Okay.
I would say that the process of evolving as human beings is something that we can't control.
Hmm.
Um, so any aspects of life, whether that be religion, whether that be food, whether that be entertainment, the way that we socialize, all those things evolve over time, and all we can do is plant seeds for the next generation. And that's one of the things that I had to learn was I can't use my perception and try to change things.
Hmm.
I just can only plant those seeds, and hopefully they grow,
Hmm.
and like I just have so much love for this experience that we in, us being on earth, us
Yeah.
living, just us experiencing this thing, whatever you want to call it, and I just want to spread that as much as possible. But sometimes it does get discouraging when you see the things around you in the world, and it's like I just have to I just want to encourage anybody that's listening to stay focused on your path and not worry about all the different aspects around you so much.
Hmm.
That's one of the things that I had to learn. So now I'm kind of on this journey of just staying focused on making I'm planting those seeds basically.
Good. Good.
I think Bama might be having some technical difficulties, but he'll let us know if he's got anything to say. Um,
Yeah, I think I'm the one causing the echo, so I'm trying to be quiet.
Can you go
you
straight through the
good?
phone?
He didn't hear you.
Wait, what happened?
I say, can you go straight through the phone? Like,
I don't want to mess up the stream.
I don't hear it
oh
anymore though,
yeah, yeah,
but we'll
yeah.
see. Did you have anything to add on that though?
um, no, pretty much. I pretty much said it all. But is it echoing now? Because my light it's
Mm-mm.
throwing me off because my box is lit up, and I feel like y'all probably hear my ceiling fan because I got that on blast right now because it's hot. But
Now it sound good right now. It sound good.
Yeah, you sound
Right.
good.
Yeah.
oh, okay. But No, as far as everything I said before, what gives me that strength is my faith, or whatever, and that's all I can say. Yeah, I got a strong faith system, um, and what I believe in, and yeah, it's just that it can't be wavered, no matter what anybody else say. Um, I mean, like I said, I'm not no jab to you or whatever, but like I'm
Right.
just saying, nobody can sway me to think any other way,
Hmm.
because
Okay,
that's
before
how
before we
strong
go
my
to scroll.
faith is.
Okay, before we go to scroll third, I got one question for all three of y'all.
Hmm.
In y'all mind, like outside of anything that y'all have ever been taught,
Hmm.
if you was to
See,
wipe
it's
your
still
brain clean from
is it
anything that
still
you have been
echoing?
taught,
Hmm.
and you had to go and search to find out things that you can know, like you're
Hmm.
searching for knowledge.
Hmm.
Have you ever did that? Have you ever took yourself out of your body, out of your experience, your knowledge that you have collected since you were a child, and
Hmm.
just search to know the things that you've been taught?
Yes. As a scientist, that is one of the guidelines of my life is to grow beyond my horizon. Um, it is imperative that I know things of the world outside of myself. I do know religions outside of Christianity. I know other sciences besides what goes on in a chemistry lab. I love the world that we live in. If I were able to travel to nearly every country, there's not some countries that I want to go to because I could die. Australia being one of them. I'm not fighting no camel spider. So, but still, if I got the chance to experience multiple cultures at one time and learn about a people other than myself, I absolutely am going to do it. I'm not going to get everything from National Geographic. This comes from knowing people one on one and personally. That is one thing I do love about cruises because that has, allowed me to get to know people outside of my circle because you meet people from all walks of life, from events that I've attended. And, you know, to hold yourself in a bubble is to restrain yourself from experience. So yeah, no, I thrive to know. Every day
That's
is a
good.
learning experience. Give me knowledge. I want to learn something new. Please teach me.
Yeah, I'm always yearning for knowledge. I'm always searching. I have different beliefs than a lot of people, in my family and my life, and that's okay. I have wisdom tattooed on my body, and actually, it's supposed to be kanji, but one of my homegirls, actually, her name was Ninja, who actually served in the Chinese army.
Uh,
She told me that it still means wisdom, but it's actually Chinese.
right.
Had I not had a conversation with this woman, I would never know that, right? But I was like, hey, girl. Can you let me know? Does this mean what it say it mean? Like, does this mean what I thought it meant? And so, what was supposed to be Japanese is actually
Hmm.
Chinese. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, okay, as long as it ain't nothing offensive, I don't give a shit.
Right.
But yeah, no. Even every tattoo that I have, it's there's a story behind it, there's a purpose, there's a meaning. I research everything.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take nobody's word for shit.
Hmm.
No. You can say I have trust issues. I trust and I verify. Okay. Um, People will let you down.
Hmm.
Again, there's multiple versions of the Bible.
Right.
There's all type of dictionaries, right? We
Hmm.
rocking with Webster's. But what I'm saying is, you can. It's a choice. It's a choice. So there's knowledge all around you, and I feel like there's resources all around you. I'm very resourceful, so there's no reason for me to be clueless or confused for too goddamn long.
Hmm.
There's too many people. I know I don't have all the answers, but I'm always yearning for knowledge. That's the reason
Right.
why I have wisdom tattooed on my body. Because you can't hoard knowledge. You can learn from any and everybody. So, what's the purpose? So yeah, If I don't have the answers, I'm gonna go to somebody who does.
Mm-hmm.
So w- there's too much education and knowledge around us. People are not grateful enough for their resources either. People aren't thinking enough. You ain't grateful enough for your brain. That's a resource. Why aren't you thinking? Even me, I can be an overthinker. That can be a problem. So there's balance, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I research everything.
Okay.
What about you, Bama?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I do the research nowadays, but I have in the past, just because I want to gain that knowledge about certain things or whatever, which led me to not be so deep into religion. Right now, I would say I'm not a religious person. I'm more spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
and God is a spiritual being.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. But the religion is just, how do I say this? Because there's so different, so many different religions,
How you know which one is
and
the
they
real
got
one?
so many. Yeah, they got so many different
Dang.
beliefs and everything. Like, who's to say that?
Languages.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a spiritual believer.
Yeah.
That's what I am. That's all I got to say.
And just to add to that, I respect all three of y'all answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a part of evolving. As humans, like we
Mm-hmm.
have gotten away from strictly just being step by step to a religion to going
Mm-hmm.
into the spiritual realm, and others just saying that I need to know instead of just believe. And I think you know we never know where that's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
With like this is what I was saying earlier. You can't control evolution. You just can't control that. Like time is going to tell. Like what is the truth, and what is the overarching thing that is going to be the result of all these different thoughts that we have. Evolution is going to determine that, just the way evolution determined that we became what we are now today. So yeah, I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Aaliyah. What'd you say, Bam? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say like, actually, it just went out in my brain. I forgot.
I know.
Oh, baby.
That one we went a little deep. That's okay.
What was I gonna say? Dang. See, it's gonna piss me off because as soon as the podcast ends, I'm gonna remember it.
I
Of
hate when
course.
that
But
We
go ahead,
we
happens.
can't
Aaliyah.
we can't keep holding up Granny. We gotta let her
Oh
get to that
God.
scroll
Right.
there.
See, you just had to go there. That's all right. My feet were already rubbing and I already started pulling up my scroll therapy. I'm just sitting with you, baby. My bonnet and my gown is ready right over here.
I know it.
Alrighty, well, we're gonna get into some scroll therapy, people. The first one, I'm gonna start off with just a little bit of drama, a little sprinkle, sprinkle. It says, "Am I wrong for refusing to split a $700 birthday dinner when I only had a Coke? Last weekend, I went to a friend's birthday dinner with about 11 other people. It was one of those places where everyone immediately started ordering appetizers for the table, then cocktails, then more plates. I wasn't very hungry and I had eaten late, so I ordered a Coke and didn't touch the shared food. When the check came, it was a little over $700. Someone said, easy, let's just split it 12 ways. My share would have been around $60. I said I said I pay for my Coke and tip, but I don't think it makes sense for me to cover part of everyone else's drinks and food. Thank you. I agree, Sue. One person rolled their eyes and said it's a birthday dinner, just split it.
And
Okay. Hold on. I lost my place. Hold on 1 second. One moment, please. It said a couple people agreed. Nobody was asking me to cover the birthday person's whole meal specifically. It was literally just an even split of everything. I paid for my drink, added a tip, and left my portion separately. I'm not against spending $60, I've definitely spent that on random things that I choose for myself, including BCG. I don't know what that is.
BCBG.
Oh, right. I just couldn't get past being asked to spend it on food and drinks that I didn't touch. Now I'm wondering if I made a social event weird over $60. $60 is $60. I understand.
Not a $60 Coke and a smile. You got me life and bullshit highly fucked up. I'm
Okay.
not spending $60 on a goddamn Coke. That ain't your motherfucking birthday gift. And 12 people, y'all
Okay.
eating goddamn steak and shrimps and shit. I would have slid. I got five on it. Deuces, motherfucker, and block
Okay.
all you bitches. Cause y'all are twisted to think that you gonna convince me, con me, manipulate me into paying for your appetizers. You want to be bougie, motherfucker? You pay for your goddamn steak and your shrimp. I'ma drink this motherfucking watered out goddamn Coke and chunk the deuces.
Okay.
Flip it up. Flip it up. She said it.
I mean, that's only common courtesy. That was rude, I think, to even ask her to pay for any portion of the meal when she just got a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed up
Period.
my
Yeah,
present.
that. Yeah, I
No,
definitely. I would.
that was egregious to me.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm there.
You the birthday, but bitch, I'm the fool.
Right. That reminds me of a TikTok that I saw where this dude took this girl out on a date. And obviously, he said, I'm going to pay for everything or whatever because I asked her out on the date. She accepted it. But he's not like, when she got there, she took like 8 different shots of some expensive drink liquor or
Wait a
whatever.
minute.
And and like he was all like, I feel like she taking advantage of me because like would she be spending that eight? Would she be buying that expensive liquor by herself, taking 8 shots just by herself?
Absolutely not. She
See,
knew
that's my
better.
thing. I can't stand that. Just because you have a vagina, you're entitled to more. If you ain't buying yourself a $30 shot, why should I do it? And then if you're not buying me one, why are you
Okay.
entitled to one?
Okay.
Like I don't understand that concept. Like that whole dating thing and these people, these chicks out here dating people to get their meals. That is the new trifling era of prostitution because that's crazy
Okay.
to me that you can't afford a meal. You can't cook your own. You can't buy your own groceries. Like, see, I've been
Well,
on my own since I was 17. I I'm gonna check your soul before I check your pocketbooks. I don't need you to feed me, sweetheart.
okay.
Look, that is pure insanity to me to date somebody, to use somebody to eat. Y'all are not educated enough to be independent. You out here really hustling and scamming people. Like I
Yes.
know there's a trend and there's a song that's popular, but that shit's not cute. Okay. P.S. motherfucking A. Y'all need to be independent. You need to look. I'm no rapper here, okay? But I'm gonna need y'all to fill out that fast for fast.
Yeah,
Wipe that ass.
yes.
Take that ass to class. And then you can graduate and spin that shit. Spin that shit. Quit scamming niggas. It ain't cute. Especially not for
Pay
a
your own
goddamn
shit.
steak.
Pay your own shit.
No, for real,
Shit.
man. No. Oh man, I see another story similar to this where a guy took a girl out and her friends came and she expected him to pay for her and her friends. So this
Absolutely
is
not.
this is not this is not like something that's uncommon. This is going on out here in the streets right now. So yeah, we
Right.
gotta clean that up.
Baby,
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
not. I invited you along, not your little friends.
And see, I guess I'm just built different. Every time somebody take me somewhere or you treat me to something,
Mm,
I'm 9 times out of 10. I'm not gonna look at the cheapest thing on the menu, but I'm damn sure not gonna go to the most expensive thing on the menu.
right.
Two, I'm gonna have tip money, right? I'm
Hmm.
going to be considerate. I feel like people, I don't know who raised y'all, the wolves, but people are inconsiderate. And it's like, just like even for my birthday. And Leah's like, we're splurging. This is your birthday. You deserve this. Even for me, that's kind of hard for me, right?
Hmm.
But I understand. Yes, this person loves me. This is my best friend. She wants to treat me. She wants to take care of me. Yes, it's my birthday. But did I feel entitled to that? Did I feel like she owed me that? Fuck no. Okay?
Look,
But
I
am
feel
I
the same
appreciative
way.
of that? Yes.
I feel the same way. My brother, my family came. They could have easily came and stayed with me. My
Mm-hmm.
brother done went to Nashville and bought this big ass house downtown Nashville for Airbnb and spent $2,300 on one damn night. One
Damn.
damn night. And
That
I'm
is
like, you did that for me? That could have been in my pocket at least. Damn,
damn
like
near 2 months rent for
shit.
me, baby,
Bro,
Okay.
please.
we
Two
I
for
said
me.
we
Shit.
yeah, we 45 minutes away from my house, but they got Ubers. You just spent $2,300. Like that would have covered the Uber ride back and forth from Nashville.
Okay.
I promise you I could have saved you $1,500.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, I
I
wish
mean,
I
some
got it
people want
like
to spend
that
that.
kind
They
of
got it like that. You splurge, it ain't tricking if you got it. But god damn it, I come from the mud, okay?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be frugal. I'm gonna be rich forever, okay? I'm still gonna go to the clearance rack. Give me
Okay.
my change back. Fuck that. No.
Hey, we gotta
Oh,
go ahead and drop an album tab.
all right.
Ah! So we can spend that shit. Spend
Hey,
that shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Aaliyah. Go
No,
ahead,
you're
boo.
fine. You're fine. I'll try to decide if I want to read this one because it's a little bit long winded, but this honestly can be the closer for the night.
Okay.
I can
Not
no
the deep
longer
side.
take the smell of my girl's vagina.
oh,
See,
come on,
it
man.
never
I can't
fails.
even.
It
I
never
can't
damn
do it.
fails.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on, man.
I've been dating a woman for over a year now, and her foul smelling vagina has been a problem from the first time I tried to go down on her. I told her about it one time in the heat of us about to start having sex. She was face down, ass up, and I was ready to dive in head first in all of that glorious ass. But then the smell jolted me back. I damn near gagged. I had to tell her, baby, really, I want to please you right now. And I don't want to ruin this moment for us, but there's an odor. An odor? She screamed and jumped back up from her puppy pose position. Yes, it smells like vomit. I recorded it with no cool.
The audacity.
Oh my God. To make the story short, she took offense. Well, yeah. Said nobody ever told her that she was dealing with other people at that time. And I took offense to the many people who came before me and left the hard conversation in my hands. But knowing how she is, they probably told her. She's just an overly confident person and only believes herself. It's a facade. Trust me, you can't tell her shit. So guys, everywhere we go, the smell follows us. At the movie, 2 seats away from me, the smell smacks me in my face. Smells like old blood, grit, funk, and garbage. At the restaurants, I smell her over my meals. And
Oh,
nothing should be stronger than garlic. Walking
not my food.
Uh-uh.
past it lingers there, and I can't take it anymore. She always wants to have sex, and I always fall asleep during it and before it. We mess around a lot, fingers here and there, dry humping like preteens, and make out after make out, still no sex. Yesterday, drunk at the beach, she got between my legs and tried to scissor me. Her vagina touched mine. Yep, now it's time you learned we're both feminine lesbians. So I know the different smells of vagina and its reasonings, but this one is disrespectful, repulsive, one might say. And I about died. I don't want my precious cat to smell like that. I don't know what to do or how to bring it her again, and she actually takes the hint and does something about it. She's currently relocating and hopping from state to state. So it's not a primary concern of hers. She's got a lot of stress on her plate. Despite the despite the disrespectful coochie, I actually like her a lot, clearly. So leaving her isn't an option. I just haven't come up with other ones. Edit. This post is also very much asking for advice on how to have this conversation again. Any ideas would help. Thoughts?
Tab, go off, Tab. I seen it on your face. Go.
I'm
Okay.
currently deceased.
Okay. Stick a fork in me because I am done.
I can't.
Okay.
I
First
can't
of
take it.
all,
Whoever this is wild.
the at is Tabitha Lynette 69. Shop my showcase. We have Yoni bars and we have gel. There's a solution, I promise you. Now, you need to stop people pleasing because you definitely can't. Yeah. I feel like if there's multiple partners before you, okay, do y'all not realize how many germs are transferred from saliva just from mouth to mouth? Okay, so if you're going down there with multiple partners, okay, and probably didn't brush, floss, or clean their tongue this month, but you're allowing them to go down there, then you're going and serving somebody else leftovers times four. And then you have the nerve, the audacity to not smell it, and you hopping state to state, and you're not hopping in nobody's showers.
Oh,
Why are
well,
y'all even entertaining this disgusting ass filth? I do not understand. What is attractive about a funky ass,
I, you know, you said,
homeless or not?
according to her, she said it smells like hot garbage. You can smell it 2 seats away. She has sit down air. And every time she opens up her vagina, you are instantly repelled. Baby, let it go. There is
Go
douche.
away.
There is
Drop her
fleece.
off at
There
the
is
pit stop
summer's
and go.
eve. There are all kinds of ways that you can sit there. Like you said, baby, get you a yoni. Go sit on one of those hot steam baths. Do whatever it is. Get you a Mr. and a Mrs. Scrubber. Go to town and get that coochie in tow. We got honey pot. I am a
There's too many
I I,
options.
I am a that's my staple as far as honey pot is concerned, baby. Use the body wash. Do it 3 times a day, whatever you got to do. If you can't get rid of it, if you've got BV, go to the doctor.
I've seen homeless people go to gas stations and utilize the water and the drain and the flow to shower. There's no excuse. If
There's
you
no
have
excuse.
access to water and if you have access to a Coke 45 or whatever drink you got and you got a damn dog trailing behind you, there's no excuse for you to not wipe your ass. I'm sick of people caring for animals more than they care for themselves. You do not have the right to be out having intercourse if you do not want to bathe your body.
Just
If you
funky.
are unhoused or you are homeless, you should not be out spreading germs. If you cannot, it is unhygienic. Like I do not understand. Y'all, Ebola, COVID, what do y'all not understand about not taking care of yourself and then going out and spreading said germs?
It's
I don't
disgusting.
understand it.
It's disgusting. There is
Whatever
no
is
excuse.
going on in this world, I'm praying, Lord Jesus. I'm praying to all the gods. I don't care who you worship. Bathe thy ass.
It's just nasty. It's nasty. And both of these women are past grown. You are way past grown. There is no excuse for you not to wash your ass.
And then
Please.
my
And
thing
y'all are rubbing
is,
coochies together? No, thank you. Double wash your ass.
and then my thing is, what about this woman makes you want to still be with her after that? Because my thing is, if I was around a girl that smelled like that,
Big
it's rough.
You admit I'm a big bag. If I can't smell my food and I'm
back
smelling
where,
you,
girl,
we're
please. I
having
Oh
a
don't want
gosh.
conversation.
grows.
Yeah, you're nasty. You don't love yourself enough to let go of that. That can't be marvelous. If you're not even being pleasured, you're not pleased. Your senses are attacked, and you're still there.
Yeah, it's mental issues at this point. Like,
Both.
It's
Yeah,
something because that's disgusting.
man.
yeah.
Uh-uh.
That's just disrespectful. Like, first of all, and y'all, you still got your motherfucking ass between her legs and try to dry hump her ass, and it over there smelling like tuna and garbage and all that shit. Hell no. You got me fucked up. She would have been gone the moment I pulled them damn panties out the first time. I done
You
did
should
that shit
tell her
before.
ass to meet you in the bathroom. This is the
No,
date tonight,
uh-uh.
goddammit. Finna scrub it
I
all
done did
up.
that shit before. I did that shit. I went. That yeah,
I ain't your mama, goddammit. Fuck
it's
that.
real
I'm not doing this
disrespectful.
shit.
It's past disrespect.
I just like my experience with that. I kindly told her, "Why the fuck would you bring me over here
Oh
when you
shit,
smelling like that?"
let's go.
And because it was her house, and she picked me up, I just got up and walked off and walked damn home because you played in my face. I was hungry. It was ready to eat.
You stupid.
But I was not ready for no damn tuna. I was pissed off.
I don't blame
And
you.
then she was a baby one time. I said, yeah, go down there. Yeah, eat it. Yeah. The fuck you think I'm gonna eat smelling like that?
I can see your face now. Just pissed off for no
The fuck?
I was pissed the fuck off. Y'all don't know. Like, look, one thing I don't do is call females the B word. But as soon as she dropped them damn drawers, I said, bitch, what the fuck? Like, the, the fuck? Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
play
lie,
that shit.
I have told a girl, hey, let's get in the shower, like, cause she was moving around a lot that day. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got
I
time for
have
that. I
told,
ain't got time for it.
cause I like my shit fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that moving around the day smell either. It wasn't
I ain't
funky.
got.
It wasn't funky. It wasn't funky. It was just like it needed to get in there.
It's
So I say, hey,
outside
let's
there.
let's
It's
Nah,
get in this shower
outside
real
down
quick.
there.
nah, I ain't got nobody time to get in the shower because your ass should have been ready. Like,
Thank you.
You
Now
I'm
should
see,
have
not
been
that's
ready
trying to
for
different.
be
this
That's
no
nigga.
grown
totally.
ass woman.
look,
Now see, that's
look,
totally
me
different. But like, if you
even
been
me
out
with
all day, now go ahead.
even me with a damn as a man, I am not finna go meet up without washing my damn balls because they get salty, they get sweaty. Like, no, I know she
Ho,
don't want to be down there smelling that shit.
ho, ho,
Not
No,
that
okay. So,
cheese.
but what if you been on
ho.
like, what if you was on a date with the girl? Y'all been doing stuff all day, and then y'all get home. You wouldn't accept it then. Be like, okay, let's get in the shower. I know we've been moving around a lot.
No, I
Look, but
don't
there's
want
a
to.
different.
Hell, I ain't gonna ask
Yeah,
no man to do that. What the hell?
I
I'm not
look.
doing
I
no man
understand.
either. I don't want to taste salt. Salty balls?
If you can't wait 7 minutes, goddamn it, then just you
Listen,
know what?
listen.
Fuck off.
I listen, but I understand and smell like a natural smell from a little bit of sweat from the day versus
Yes.
some shit that felt like something that crawled up that motherfucker and died.
See, that's
That's
unacceptable.
two
Yeah,
different
that's
smells.
unacceptable.
That's
Yeah,
two
that's what.
different
Yeah,
smells.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
He said that's unacceptable.
It is
Yes.
unacceptable. I mean, it's just the truth. It is just two different smells. One is like you said, just a little bit of outside coochie. The other one is like this girl said, hot ass garbage. And girl,
He
Yeah.
don't want the
no,
festival coochie. He said he just want the back porch coochie.
And she dumb as hell to still want to try to censor her and do all that other shit with her. Dry humping when you can smell that shit over your motherfucking food. The fuck is wrong with you?
If
You
I
know,
can't
and the
eat,
girl does not have a problem with her being funky. You know, I could not walk around knowing that I got a smell that follows me. Ain't no way. And then the other girl is stupid because she still wants to be with her. Bitch, you are just desperate because ain't no way I'm gonna be walking around smelling badussy all goddamn day.
I can't stand my shadow following me. I be goddamn if a goddamn scent gonna follow me. You gotta be
Bruh,
kidding
like
me. You gonna smell
literally,
my fabric softener. Oh, what the hell?
literally,
Absolutely
like
not.
I go on my damn walks, and I know I be getting some little funkiness down there, and I'm like, damn, boy, you need to run and jump in the damn shower as soon as I get home. But like,
Okay. That's only
I also
added to
got, I also keep like wipes on me and shit, like them scented wipes and
yes.
shit, just to, I keep that shit in my
Okay.
car on me, cause like shit, you never know if you have to stop by the store or something. You don't want to have it lingering when and shit.
Yeah.
Hell no, I can't do it.
I
Cause
don't
if
want
I
to
can
smell
smell
you
myself,
and the broccoli in aisle three. I don't.
if I can smell myself, I know somebody else smell it. And then the people that say
Okay.
you can't smell your damn self, you a motherfucking lie.
You a lie. Now there are some people that do get used to their smells because they're funky every part of the day. There used to be this one dude named Big Chad we used to go to school with. When I say that man would clear a hallway, he was so funky all the damn time.
Not you
I'm
dropping
speechless.
names and shit.
The
And
Big
then,
Chad ain't okay. If he got a personal problem, he got a personal problem. I ain't got no money, so bro, even if you wanted to sue me, I ain't got shit for you, dog. I'm just
This
gonna
was
let you know.
all alleged. This is all allegedly and entertainment
Allegedly,
purposes.
yes, allegedly. Allegedly, he could clear a fucking hallway. Allegedly, the flies would pass out of the sky anytime he walked by. I'm just gonna let you know, big dude was funky. Okay.
you, I had to catch myself today because Imani decided to use one of my yoni bars. I was like, heifer, not my good shit. But I was like, you know what? Go ahead,
What
young
is she?
one. We're starting early.
Yeah,
Good.
at
It's
least she's
pretty.
building good
It's got a
hygiene.
flower.
I
It's
can't even
pretty and
knock
it's
it
pink. It's got a flower in it. She didn't know. She just grabbed the damn bar. But I'm
just
like,
because it's got a flower
no,
in it,
this
girl.
ain't for you to play with. This is mine. If you don't use your motherfucking bubble bath, we gonna fight. But then I
Right?
was like, you know what? It starts at home. It starts early. Even
Yep.
Okay.
she knows at the ripe age of 6 to bathe her goddamn ass. With any bar of soap you see, motherfucker, anything.
Hey, next pod, we need to just have a cleanliness episode. That's the next
Oh, yes.
that's the next
I'll
I
show
pod.
can
you how
talk
to do
about
it
that
all,
all
head to toe.
episode. Yes, yes, in great
There's no
detail.
reason.
In great detail.
Give you all the details you need. There's no
Baby, I
excuse.
got all kinds of suggestions on how you can clean your ass. Wash your ass. Please. For the sake of everybody. It's hot outside too. Why are you not washing your ass?
Your face, your teeth, all the crevices can be cleaned. I promise you.
Absolutely.
That part it is super hot out there. You know they got wildfires and shit, and you got the audacity to be smelling like that in this motherfucking heat.
Oh my God, y'all. Drop y'all socials because we done ran over.
Yes, I was about to say, Granny is getting real sleepy over here. I got to go to work in the AM. But my socials are Aaliyah Lane. The only difference with IG is there's a dot between the Aaliyah and the Elaine. You can follow me. You'll see me on there crocheting, posting my best friend occasionally when we go on cruises, and prayerfully we will be going on a cruise later on this year. So
Thank
you
you.
will see us having
Hey,
all types of fun. But yes, Aaliyah Lane. You'll see my face on there. Of course, please follow me. I don't post often. I'm gonna try and do better. I say that every single episode, and we're almost through the season. I'm gonna try to do better. All right, y'all.
Sorry, Jelly Beans. Yes, I be getting fired up. They be pissing me off about that shit. They ran my blood pressure up. I needed my fan. I was starting to sweat. I don't know if y'all saw the glisten, but they pissed me off. There's no excuse. JR, drop your socials, please.
hey, JR underscore real 100. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, wherever you want to find me, is the same. Um, I kind of been taking a little break from posting as much as I was because I'm still trying to figure some stuff out. But just sticking there with me. rock with me and follow.
That's
Okay.
what's up. Go ahead, Bama.
Uh, the real Bama 24. That's it.
That's what's
That's
up.
it.
Well, I
That's all.
appreciate y'all.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
That's
all.
all.
Okay.
Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see y'all back next week.
All right.
Bye,
Deuces.
y'all. Bye.
Thank y'all in the chat.